Hey there to our 359 subscribers, our future subscribers, and all the people that secretly watch us without subscribing. I'm going to do this one a little differently because I'm having problems with my eyes. So I'm just going to read the cards that I wrote on. But this video I want to talk about cryptids that were once, well, they used to be considered cryptids and now they are actual known animals that are real, just to kind of show that all those animals out there that people think are fake could potentially be real, and we just might not have proof of it yet. So that's the plan for this video. I have 7 that I have chosen, even though there are more. So anyway, I want to start with the one, I believe it's pronounced Okapi. I will try to find pictures and put them up here somewhere. But anyway, so they are formerly known as the African unicorn, even though they do have 2 horns. But it said that if they turn sideways, like it looks like they have 1 horn. They look like a mix of a zebra and a giraffe, and they are the only known relative of the giraffe. I guess the reason they say it resembles a giraffe is just because it's got like an elongated neck. But anyway, locals have known about them for centuries. Western scientists refuse to believe that they existed. They were officially discovered in 1901. They are slightly taller than me, so around 5 foot something. I don't know what, but 5 to 6 feet, I guess. And they're about 8 foot long and over 700 pounds. They don't look like 700 pounds, but apparently they are. Guess they probably got a lot of muscle on them. Anyway, number 2 is the mountain gorilla. Once dismissed as native tales, created as wild man legends, Europeans dismissed the stories as exaggeration. They were scientifically confirmed to exist in the early 1900s, one of the most human-like animals in existence, and they are up to 300 to 430 pounds, depending on male or female, I guess, and they are 6 feet tall. Then I had to throw in the platypus. I love Australia, so I had to throw something in from Australia, even though Australia has a lot of interesting animals. The platypus, when first sent to scientists, the scientists thought that someone had stitched multiple animals together. They thought it was like a hoax because it has a duck bill, a beaver tail, and it lays eggs. It took time to prove it was real, and I don't know, it's just the typical weirdness for Australian animals, maybe a little more than typical, but I don't know, I've always been fascinated about Australia, and that just adds to the interesting things that you can find there. Now the next one, the way it's spelled is way different than how it's pronounced, so it's called Coelacanth. It's a fish that's thought to have gone extinct 66 million years ago. I am not going to get into, my shirt's bothering me. I am not going to get into the theories behind, millions of years or whatever, but I'll leave my opinions out of that one. It was found alive in 1938, and it's considered a living fossil for some reason. I don't know where they came up with that term, but it can get up to 6.5 feet long and 200 pounds. And then, since we were in the water, I thought I'd go with a giant squid. Inspired Legends of the Kraken. Only confirmed on camera in 2004. Real-life sea monster is how it's considered. It is up to 43 feet long, which is about as long as a standard school bus. Its eyes are as big as dinner plates, and maybe someday they'll find more of them. I don't know. The next one, I believe, is pronounced Saola. It's the Asian unicorn. Again, 2 antlers, or horns or whatever, but they still call it a unicorn. Discovered in 1992. Extremely rare or sneaky. They're not really sure. They think it might be just camera shy, so they are hard to spot. And the last one I want to mention is the giant panda. A lot of people, they don't realize that giant pandas used to be a myth, because we had red pandas, back in, in the early 1800s, there was just the red pandas, which I don't know how many of you know what a red panda is. It looks nothing like a regular panda. I shouldn't say regular panda. It looks nothing like the giant panda. The red panda is, I believe, related to a raccoon, possibly. So the giant panda, what most people think a panda is, it was confirmed in the 1800s. The word panda likely comes from a Nepali word meaning bamboo eater. Europeans named it that, despite it not being related to the previously discovered red panda, just because it ate bamboo. So, the giant panda is called a panda because it eats bamboo. That's where it got its name. And I personally think that's a little weird, because the giant panda is an actual bear. The red panda is related to a raccoon or something, I think. And, or at least it looks like one. I think it's related. There's no relation between the 2 different types of pandas because, like I said, they got their names. Sorry, they got their names based on what they eat, which is a little weird. But anyway, so those are 7 of the animals that used to be considered cryptids. So just imagine all the mythological animals out there that people swear they've seen, but there's no proof of yet, and who knows, maybe they're all real and we just haven't proved it yet. So maybe someday we'll find some more interesting ones, but in the meantime, I hope you liked this video, and so please like, subscribe, comment, and share, and get your friends to do the same thing. Also, I'm very sorry about the candy video being so late. It was just one glitch after another. I ended up uploading the video like 4 times because of glitches, and it's finally up, so that's good. But what was it I had planned for next week? I don't even remember at this point. I think, let's see, I was planning on doing a thing about, what do you call it? Oh my gosh, my mind went blank. Secret societies that this town was built on. So if you're interested in secret society stuff, then come back next week and check it out. Well, I guess technically this video goes up tomorrow, which is the beginning of next week. So come back this week and find out. And I will do my best to see how much research I can get done in a couple of days while still trying to get all my other stuff done. So anyway, thank you for watching. Bye.